Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Golden Falls, Golden What If, whatever you want to call me, and I am back. I'm back with the finale of What If Isagi had a Sharingan weapon. Sorry for the delay. Sorry for how long it took. I have some cleanup to do in terms of what I want to do with the channel right now. In terms of uploading. The plan is you get this video today. I know it's going to come out a little bit later. I didn't get to it for a while, so it's going to come out a little bit later. So if you're watching it now, or as it comes out, then you obviously know, like, oh yeah, it did come out a little later. With that said, tomorrow we're gonna have two movies, this movie or another movie that I had on the back burner for What If Isagi Went Back in Time, the movie, which is from the Egoist channel, the Egoist Kingdom channel that we have, me and Emerus or Noxtratu. And then Monday you will get a brand new Deku series. So for those who are missing My Hero Academia, I've had a idea cooked up for a long time that I'm super excited. Don't know how you guys are gonna receive it. Don't know how YouTube will receive it. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be more of like a gag, kind of funny, but it's still gonna be pretty interesting, I think. And for those who understand it, you'll like it a lot. With that said, I'm gonna stop wasting y'all time. Let's finish up this series on a strong note. Let's get it. Isagi is ready to take on Rin, but what can he do against a brand new opponent? Well, to him, he thinks he can do the exact same thing he's been doing, because once he gets on that field and his eyes light up that shade of red, once he gets on the field and he stands there staring toward the other team with Bachira and Nagi on his side, all he knows is domination. Isagi would look over toward Rin, and their first goal, Isagi's first goal, would be an easy one. Cutting through the defense, and it seems like nobody in the world can guard him. Isagi makes Rin see things that confuse him entirely, because his intuition and his instincts are telling him the opposite. That Isagi is going one way, but he could literally see him going the other. But this confuses him, breaks him, and destroys his mind, at least for the moment. Isagi would score his first goal, and let's just say, this would shock Rin to his core. Immediately, he would go and try to score a goal off of kickoff, but when he kicks the ball, he would miss. He doesn't understand how, but then he has a realization. He just missed a goal that he felt was right there, but no, the rod on the crossbar was lower. He's confused. This is the first time he's ever seen this. Like, is he psyched out, or is what's going on? Aru and Tokumitsu try to get their head back in the game, because even them, they think they're seeing things that aren't actually there. What's going on? Eventually, Bachira would get the ball himself, and he would dash by, juking and dodging and everything, and it would be so obvious that Bachira has such an advantage over every single person that is there. It seems as if his dribbling and his style of play just complements Isagi's vision and his ability to manipulate the game so heavily that it makes it so easy for him to dip and dodge and then score. It's honestly a sight to see. Even, well, the one and only Jinpachi Ego is currently watching, and he is in a complete and utter trance. As he watches this, he can't believe what he's seeing. He can't even comprehend it. He thinks that these three people right here, the combination, what they're doing, it's absolutely beautiful. And it's something and a sight to see for a million miles. He's excited to see this, and he's never seen Rin fall behind so greatly. I mean, he's watched Rin dominate every single person he's come across, and the fact that he's watching Rin get a taste of his own medicine as they speak is absolutely insane. He watches as Isagi picks and prods the brain of Rin, destroying him mentally and humbling Rin to his core. Isagi knows how talented Rin is. I mean, come on, it's pretty apparent and it's pretty obvious. And frankly, it just continues to be a domination. But at the last goal, when it's 4-0, Rin would realize something. Against Isagi, he needs to go against everything. Everything he sees He needs to rely on his instincts, and he needs to think the opposite. And as he does this, he would find an opening, and he would score a goal that was unmissable no matter what. And he would realize what exactly Isagi's doing. But even with this realization, not only is it too late, but at the end of the day, how are you going to keep pace with someone that is controlling the field with just his eyes? Isagi would score the final goal, and he would take down Rin's team. But as a compliment to Rin, I mean, Isagi wants him to join his team. I mean, what he just did, what he just saw, it was absolutely insane. He's never seen someone be able to score the way Rin just scored, as if he knew that Isagi's eyes were manipulating something within his brain. So he overthought it. He began trusting his instincts and then thinking the opposite way, and eventually scored. But what if Isagi starts playing with the field a little bit more? What if he starts making him see things that aren't there, but then at the last second make him see things that are there? Maybe continue to mess with his head over and over again. And obviously this won't matter at the moment, because as he joins the team of Rin, Isagi, Bachira, and Nagi, it's apparent that whoever they face next, it's not even going to be fair. The team, or after a while of just working out, training, and waiting, eventually the team of Aru, Tokumitsu, Baro, and Chiguri would show their face. And Nagi would be kind of disappointed not to see Reo, but he wouldn't think too much about it. He wants to evolve, and this is exactly how they're going to do it. And this match would be a perfect match for Isagi to evolve Nagi to the largest extent possible. He continues to feed Nagi throughout this match as he sees the field, and frankly, Nagi begins to utilize the open space that is given to him in such a miraculous ways. It's as if the combo of Isagi and Nagi is perfect. Isagi clears the way, and Nagi goes and gets the ball. He would score the ball wherever and whenever he ever wanted, and Nagi would rack up goal after goal after goal after goal. And eventually, Rin would get tired of this and look for his own goal and find one himself as well. Really easily too. Rin is still a massively insane player, but Isagi apologizes to Rin in a very nice way, saying that he wanted to get Nagi more involved. I mean, maybe next time he'll get him involved. He's sure that they have one more selection to go. In which Rin would kind of scoff, saying that he doesn't need his help to get open, doesn't need his help to score goals, he'll score them on his own. And Isagi would shake his head, saying that it would be a lot better if they worked together. I mean, come on, like, it's obvious if they worked together, they'd be unstoppable, right? And Rin would just sigh and walk away, telling him that he's annoying. And Isagi would apologize to everyone there and say that they're going to be taking Chiguri and they'll be on their way right now. Chiguri would join them as they would leave, and they would await their next challenge. Their next challenge would be a 5v5, but it'd be far different than anyone could really think. This 5v5 would be against the World 5. Now this is amazing. Rin would immediately start trash talking, saying that he's going to make this trip into a nightmare. This sightseeing trip is no longer going to be a vacation. He's going to make it traumatic, and that he's going to do this or that. And in the beginning, it kind of seemed like Rin would be able to do it. Isagi let him kind of go off and do his own thing, and he would immediately score a goal. But quickly after that goal is immediately returned, and it's obvious that the World 5 is on another level. So Isagi tells Rin he thinks that it's time for him to hold the forefront, but Rin would get mad about this, saying that that's not going to happen, that he's not going to let Isagi do that. But as Rin's stubbornness gets the best of him, the other team, or the World 5, would score goal after goal, putting them up 3-1. Eventually, Isagi would take the ball himself, and he would begin utilizing his vision and his ability to manipulate everybody via his vision immediately. And as he does this, even the World 5 is shocked. It's as if they can't keep up with this guy, not even close. And a tap pass to Nagi and a beautiful goal would immediately put them only down 3-2. Isagi would step up and try to guard one of them and try to even utilize his vision to maybe put them off kiltered, and when they pass the ball, maybe put someone in an odd position. But as he does this, as he tries to do this, it seems as if the quickness, the ability, and also just the instincts of the World 5 are just too much and begin overwhelming them. And yes, they're really good on offense with Isagi in the forefront, but with the lead that the World 5 has, there is no keeping up with them. The World 5, now working as a team, would bring them to a 5-3 scoreline, which is impressive for the Blue Lock kids, and is impressive for these younger aspiring players. But even the World 5 says they have a lot to go, especially as a team. And Isagi would get his credit though. The World 5 would tell him that he is one hell of an impressive player, and they're curious what his eyes are all about. And they've heard about it, but experiencing it is a totally different thing. It's as if it's a brand new thing. They thought they had a wrap on it, but they got here, tried to play against them, and it was interesting. It felt as if they were seeing things in a complete and utter fog. And Isagi smirks and says that he'll get better and he'll be on the level of them before you even know it. And they would all leave and celebrate their, not win, but celebrate their passing of the second selection. The second selection may be over, and they await everybody else to arrive, and eventually they would do just that. But unfortunately, as Isagi waits, he sees that the one and only Kunigami is nowhere to be seen. This makes a pit in his stomach drop, and he's concerned, wishing that Kunigami would have had another chance, wishing that he could come back. But there's no time for that. He watches as someone else takes Kunigami's place, and as he takes his place, he tries to take a swing at Isagi, a kick in fact, but Isagi easily dodges it and immediately would push him to the ground. As he pushes him to the ground, he would say that he's got to be a lot faster than that. I mean, he could see that he telegraphed that kick, and he can see that he's slow, weak, and all he can do is take a cheap shot. And Isagi laughs at him as Jinpachi Ego would eventually show up on the screen. Jinpachi Ego would explain or tell them all to calm down and then explain what's to come. What's to come is Japan's U20 team against Blue Lock, and it's all on the line. Frankly, it is winner takes all, and if Blue Lock loses, the Blue Lock facility, the training, all of it goes down the drain. Now, how will Isagi do? Well, that's a story for another day and another time. But if you enjoyed What If Isagi Had a Sharingan Weapon, then make sure to show some love. Leave a like, leave a sub, and leave a comment down below. All that good stuff, and I hope all y'all have an amazing day. Later.